Hello everyone and welcome back to Queenvarieties channel. On today's episode, you're going to learn how to make vegan egusi soup recipe. You can also pair this soup with any swallow of your choice, also with rice, spaghetti or pasta. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get instant notifications whenever I upload new videos. And please feel free to share my videos with your friends, loved ones and family members. Thank you. For this recipe, guys, I'm going to use 2 organic firm tofu. As you can see, it's organic. Sorry, the water is pouring because I have already opened the bottle. So this is a close shot of the tofu I'll be using. So you can use any organic tofu you can find within your own area, and please make sure that the vegan tofu you're using must be a firm tofu, because if you're using the soft one, it's going to ruin this recipe. So what I'll do is to just pour out the water from the tofu, the water it came with, then rinse the tofu, guys, and then bring it back to the camera so that we will begin the recipe appropriately. After rinsing the tofu, guys, the next step is to slice the tofu. You can slice it the way you want to slice it. For more quantity, I'm going for this type of slicing. What I will do right now is to transfer the sliced tofu inside my pot. Next, I will apply some little spices on the surface of this tofu. So what I'm dropping in right now is a little pinch of black pepper, little pinch of turmeric powder. The reason for these spices, guys, is just to boost the flavor of the tofu, to bring out the tofu flavor. You guys know that tofu is not sweet until you have boosted the flavor. So I'll add a little curry powder to this pot. I will also go ahead and drop in some little white pepper, some little pepper flakes for that spicy kick. I'll add a little drop of thyme. Every ingredient I have added here is just little, guys. I will also drop in some little salt to taste. Finally, I will drop in some little quantity of water so that the tofu will steam just for only 5 minutes. Cover the pot for only 5 minutes so that the flavors will infuse inside this tofu, because we are going to grill it, guys. Today I wouldn't be frying. 5 minutes later and the flavors have infused appropriately. I will go ahead and bring out all the tofu and place them in my baking bowl. You see how beautiful the appearance of the tofu is? This is the reason why we just spiced the tofu a little bit, so that the tofu will take in that flavor inside it, so that when you eat it in the soup, it will be very delicious. As you can see, this is all the tofu. So what I will do is to transfer it to my oven and allow it to grill until it becomes brownish in appearance, guys. And I'll be using the medium heat to grill this tofu. So choose the medium setting in your oven and grill for healthier purpose. If you want to fry it, guys, you can as well go ahead and fry. This is the right time to begin making the recipe. So what I'm going to do is to drop in some little quantity of vegetable oil inside my pot. I'll be using a combination of vegetable oil and palm oil, guys. So feel free to use either both, or you choose any one of your choice, but I want the flavor that comes from both oil in this recipe. Trust me, guys, it's very delicious. So I'm combining my vegetable oil and my palm oil, as you can see. Now that my oil is heated, I'm going to add a combination of garlic, ginger and spicy hot pepper inside the heated oil. Who says being a vegan is very boring? Some people think that because you're a vegan or a vegetarian, your recipes are boring when you eat it. Who says that, guys? After 2 to 3 minutes of stirring the garlic, ginger and peppers into the oil, you notice that the flavors have penetrated deeply into the oil. So we go over to the next step, guys, which is bringing in the onions inside the pot, and I'm using the white onions. So introduce the onions into the pot, and then we'll stir the onions a little bit until the onions become translucent. Or better still, I will cover the pot and allow this to cook down. Two to 3 minutes later, guys, let us check the pot. And yes, guys, as you can see, you will notice that the onions has cooked down a little bit. So I'm very much comfortable with what I am seeing at the moment. So we are going over to the next step. And lest I forget, guys, this kitchen smells so wonderful. Just only the inclusion of the oil, my peppers, garlic and my onions. This kitchen smells so gorgeous at this point in time. I'm telling you guys. So what I have here is my fresh tomatoes. So I'm going to toss my fresh tomatoes right now inside the pot. But what I'm going to do, guys, is to divide the tomatoes into two. Because we are making a vegan recipe, I would like some of the vegetables in this recipe to remain as fresh as possible for healthy reasons, guys. So what I will do is to toss in just a little bit of the tomatoes into my pot, and then I will keep these particular tomatoes. While we are getting to the end of the recipe, I will tell you what to do with the tomatoes so that you enjoy your recipe, you know, fresh. So I will stir the pot and then introduce my egusi inside the pot. And this egusi, guys, is blended. Yes, I blended this egusi with some onions and some little water. So all I will do right now is to toss in the egusi and mix it together with this oil in the pot. You must keep an eye on this pot so that your egusi does not burn on you, because I will not add water yet. So what I will do is to keep toasting this egusi with the flavors in the pot so that everything will marry appropriately. That will enable all the flavors to penetrate deeply inside this egusi. So I'll just keep tossing or toasting this egusi in the pot without any introduction of any liquid inside it. It's also going to help with the appearance of your soup, the final result of your soup to come out, you know, very delicious. Trust me, guys, you're going to enjoy this recipe as a vegan. Even if you're a non-vegan, you will also enjoy this soup, because every time it's not meat, fish, chicken, this and that. Try to take a break from all those meat eatings and then try some vegan recipes where you will enjoy, you know, vegetables at its fullest and get all the benefits that comes with it. Right now I'm cooking on medium to low heat, guys, so that this egusi does not burn on us, and so that we also retain the flavors of the egusi. I will cover my pot for just 5 minutes and allow this egusi to cook a little bit. 5 minutes later, guys, and yes, you can see how beautiful the pot is. I have been stirring this pot off camera, guys, so make sure within the 5 minutes of the waiting period you'll be stirring this pot appropriately so that your pot does not burn on you. So right now I am comfortable with what I am seeing, and I can perceive that the ingredients have penetrated deeply inside the egusi. So what I will do right now is to pour in some hot water inside this pot. Yes, guys, hot water. So after pouring in the hot water inside the pot, I'm going to cover the pot appropriately for this water to cook down. This water is to enable the egusi to cook appropriately, guys. I've told you several times in my egusi recipes that if you don't cook your egusi very well, your stomach is going to run. So I'm going to cook this pot for exactly 15 good minutes, which is a total period of 20 good minutes of cooking this egusi. 15 minutes later, guys, and I'm back to check the pot. You can see that the oil has come up at the surface of the recipe. That's an indication that this pot has cooked properly. And you can also notice that the quantity of sauce in the pot at this point in time has reduced, unlike when I poured in the water. So we are actually going over to the next step, which is the introduction of the mushrooms. Yes, to me there is no complete recipe for a vegan recipe without the introduction of mushrooms. So I have two different kinds of mushroom right now in the pot. So I'll just toss my mushroom inside the pot and allow it to cook. As you can see, I did not slice the mushrooms because I want them to, you know, come out bouncing in this recipe. So this mushroom is going to serve as meat for this recipe. So remember earlier on I had left some quantity of tomatoes, which I told you I will introduce later. Yes, this is the right time to introduce the tomato back to the pot so that it's going to cook with the mushroom for just about 3 to 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do right now is to introduce my salt to this recipe. Since we start cooking, I've not added salt, guys. So right now I'm going to toss in my salt. Yes. I'm also going to toss in 1 cube inside the pot. Feel free to use any vegan cube of your choice. So we're actually getting to the end of this recipe. Right now the pot tastes so delicious. So I'm going to allow this to just boil for just 3 to 5 minutes. You don't need a long cooking time for your mushrooms, nor the tomatoes. Oh my god, guys, I almost forgot my tofu. Tofu that we grilled earlier on. I hope you guys can see how beautiful it has turned out. Yes, so I'm going to add the tofu inside the soup so that the tofu will also infuse the flavors of the egusi inside it, so that your tofu will not be tasting just like ordinary grilled tofu. And guys, this tofu is tasting so delicious. I almost finished eating the tofu off camera. If not that I'm shooting a video, I don't think anybody would have known I was making this recipe with tofu. It was so delicious. So guys, developing the flavors in your tofu is a secret to enjoying a very delicious tofu in any recipe of your choice. So now I'm going to stir the pot so that the tofu will just find its roots inside the pot. Yes, so that when we come back, we'll just introduce our vegetables, and that will be the end of the recipe. So we are going to cover the pot to cook for about 3 to 5 good minutes for all the flavors to come together. Oh yeah, oh my people, food done ready. Oh, anyway, instead of the normal 3 to 5 minutes I had told you I was going to cook extra, I had ended up cooking for 5 to 7 good minutes, guys. Yes, so 5 to 7 minutes later, guys, and finally our soup is ready. You can see it from the appearance, the look, that this soup is delicious, guys. I tasted this soup off camera. Oh my god, it's delicious. Take my heat now to the very lowest because it's splashing everywhere. In fact, it's really causing mess in my kitchen. I need to stir the pot appropriately so that all the flavors, you know, will come together. Yes, so that all the flavors will say welcome, welcome, how do you do? Guys, if you serve this soup with pounded yam, fufu, apple, banku, semolina. Where are they now? Kenke, whatever it is that you want to use to eat this soup, guys. I guarantee that this soup is super delicious, very healthy and very nutritious, and also very rich with good flavors, vegetables. Oh, so guys, enjoy. So the final thing we are going to do is to bring in the spinach, and I'm using the baby spinach, so I did not chop it, guys. So just introduce the spinach into the recipe and we are done. Once I put in my spinach into this pot, guys, I'm carrying my pot outside the heat immediately, because you wouldn't want the spinach to, you know, is it neutralize, or how will I say it? Yeah, you wouldn't want the spinach to die. Let's use that word. You wouldn't want the spinach to die in the pot. Guys, can you see how beautiful this soup is? Can you guys see how beautiful this soup is? I don't know if this camera is showing you what I am seeing in this kitchen, but this soup is so rich and delicious. So just adding more of the spinach. I love eating vegetables so much. So if you are not a fan of vegetables, what will I advise you to do right now? But I will encourage you to eat more vegetables in your recipes for longer living and healthier lifestyle. So I'm going to try my best to put in this spinach inside the pot. Don't worry, the spinach is not too much. It will just you know, penetrate into the pot. Guys, see how delicious this soup is. Everything is present. Tell me that this soup is not delicious and I'll ask you what's up. I'm also going to toss in my onions for that crunch. It's not complete without the onion crunch, you know, at the end. Soup is ready, guys, so I will turn off my heat immediately, and that's it.
Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get instant notifications whenever I upload new videos. And please feel free to share this video with your friends, loved ones and family members. Until I come your way next time,